So when it comes to ADA, some people have low price targets, some people have high price targets. You guys kind of know the range that I've been talking about. Between $7 to $15 ADA would make a lot of sense this cycle. As always, this is not financial advice or anything like that. There was actually an exchange that just made a post targeting $5 ADA. Now, I want to give you guys some context behind this, because what they were doing was asking the community which they think is going to happen first. Are we going to see Bitcoin run to 100K, Ethereum to 10K, BNB to 1,000, and so on and so forth? And what they talked about was ADA to $5. Now, what I have to say is this, is I believe that the first thing that's going to happen on here is XRP to $1. The reason why I say that doesn't mean that, XRP is better than anything else. I like XRP. I have XRP, but it's the closest in range, right? When we look across the space, you guys can see that XRP is at 60 cents. So it's not that big of a move to actually make $1. But here's the thing, this $5 ADA price point, I think is going to happen a lot sooner than people realize. All right. Some people have talked about it being later this market cycle. Some people have talked about it not happening at all. And frankly, I believe it's something that is going to happen probably early in 2025. Now, this is not a guarantee. This is not financial advice. And this kind of gets back on track with some of these bars patterns that we've been talking about. Let's see if we can look back here. So this is kind of the move that we were talking about in terms of ADA. This is looking at last market cycle and where ADA path was heading towards. You guys can see a very similar movement from the bear market into the bull market. We had the COVID crash, we had the subsequent recovery, right? We dealt with black swan events here that pushed ADA off trend. And right now we're trying to work our way back onto trend in terms of ADA, meaning that really the next targets that ADA is going to try to get to are somewhere up in this 50 to 60 cent range, probably by mid-September. All right. That would actually make a lot of sense. That's about the time that we're talking about rate cuts from the FOMC meeting. And this may be where this real trigger for alt season begins, when things truly do begin to send. All right. So you do this at the same time that ADA's Cardano is undergoing a major overhaul with the deployment of the Chang hard fork. Huge for decentralization, huge for, what crypto is all about in the first place. And then potential catalysts with other things in the ecosystem, further partnerships, further developments, just overall sentiment improvement and capital inflow and adoption increasing as well. All these things can kind of work together to create the perfect storm for the movement of ADA price. So this is kind of the path I've been seeing ADA play out into, getting us to somewhere around, $3 to $4 in February, March, somewhere in there before our correction, and then subsequent surge following that to really have a nice explosive last part of the bull market cycle. I think that this market cycle tops out sometime around October or so. That's of 2025. I better clarify that, October of 2025. And right now, all signs are kind of pointing to us being on path for everything we've done in the past. Really, the only major things that have been different are BTC hitting a new all-time high before the halving, and an early influx of capital and new users that we don't normally experience early on. All right. Everything else has been the same. The players have been a little different. The time frames and the movements have been slightly different. But apart from that, we're doing what we've always done. And so it wouldn't surprise me if this $5 price point maybe hits a little earlier than people expect. Maybe surprises a lot of people, for people calling, for lower price projections and things like that. I think people forget how big the Cardano movement is. If we have the level of execution that we're seeing right now on a much bigger scale, if we see some of these partnerships, if we see more governments utilizing the Cardano blockchain, more of them tapping, input outputs, or the Cardano Foundation for education, things like that, it may snowball into something pretty big where you can't even really project what price is going to look like. If we get blow off tops, nobody knows what Bitcoin and ADA and the rest of the crypto market is going to look like at the highs. There's no way to really grasp what mass adoption, blow off tops, things like that can do for the crypto market. So I just thought I'd share that with you guys. I want to hear when you think ADA is going to cross $5, but I appreciate you as always. Have a great day. Show your love below. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care.